Hi everyone, my name is Ivan and I've been serving at Girls Christian Camp for the past 10 years. And this is how God worked in my life. When I was much younger, my parents would bring me to children's church and taught me how to pray before our meals. My favorite song growing up was Jesus Loves Me. I was taught to pray whenever I had problems because Jesus loves me. But I never knew who Jesus was, and I never knew why he loved me. There was a time in my family where we stopped going to church. And when I was about 12 or 13 years old, God gave me enough curiosity to ask them, "We are Christians, right? So shouldn't we be going to church?" And they agreed. So we started to look for a nearby church that we could go to on Sunday mornings. In secondary school, I had so many questions to ask about God. I wanted to know who He was, where He came from, and why He created me. But I did not know anyone who talked about these things. And I did not know anyone who would ask these questions. And I also did not know how to read the Bible for myself. When I was in Form 4 and 5, I had the privilege to take up Bible knowledge as a subject for SPM, and Miss Moy was my tutor. For the first time in forever, I studied the Bible and I learned about Jesus' life, His death, and His resurrection. And I wanted to know even more after that. So God led me to MCKL where I learned from so many other Christians. During my time in MCKL, I realized just how little I knew about God or what it meant to follow Him. And when I finally graduated, I had even more questions to ask about God and the meaning of life. Like, why are we all here in this world? While choosing a university, I prayed to God that He would send me somewhere where I could learn the Bible better so that I could know Him better. Well, God actually did answer my prayer. He guided me to choose Inti College Subang, where I joined the Christian fellowship there. God used my friends at CF to open my eyes to see what He was saying in the Bible. He made me understand that I was sinful and evil, and the only thing that I deserved was His punishment for my sin. But because of His love, God sent Jesus to live an obedient life for sinners like you and I. And He took our punishment by dying on the cross. And Jesus rose from the dead as our King. Now my life belongs to God, and my purpose is to serve Him and tell others about this good news which we call the gospel. God also led me to find my current church, and I'm so thankful for that because they are helping me grow to love and serve God and His people. One of the things that I've learned about following Jesus is that it is not about being perfect or being good enough, because we will never be good enough. It is about turning away from sin and turning back to God. And we do this for as long as we live. It is about using my life now to show other people that Jesus is God's chosen King and that He is coming back soon. I may not know what God's plan is for me, but I do know for sure that I am part of God's big plan and His big picture because the Bible tells me so. And this is how God worked in my life.